Bienvenidos a John Mon Games. Hoy os traigo Black Mirror 2. Os dejaré un enlace en la descripción por si os lo queréis descargar gratis y empezamos.
Samuel? Are you there? Please, say something. You been? I've been looking for you. You promised you wouldn't just disappear anymore. I've been looking all over for you. Ow! What's wrong with you? I don't know who you are. I don't know my own husband. You disappear every night. You only talk when it's absolutely necessary. Where is the man that I married, Samuel? I want my husband back!
What have I done? What the hell have I done? Oh no! I didn't want this! No! No! No!
Get on with it! Stick the damn fuse back in! I want to open the store!
That rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there. Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses. An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe. Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place.
The fuse! The fuse, man! Open your eyes!
There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it still ought to work. Okay then. Just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk. The blown fuse must be under here. Huh, Fuller's already had a go at it, but again, he couldn't sort it out. The 3 other fuses look fine. I should throw that away, otherwise I'll get mixed up. Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power. Okay, so let's have a look. Let there be light. Don't need this anymore. So let's go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment. Ugh.
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse. Put that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
The store isn't doing very well. But what the hell?
Someone's really tipped it.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started. My name's Angelina.
Oh, I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
Welcome to Fuller's photography store. What can I do for you?
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Ooh, very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer. Here, go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do.
Son of a...
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh yeah, and then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Yeah, I can see as clear as day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller at the photo store.
There'll be no line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents, that's what it is.
So tell me, what's happening with your
armchair.
new car game?
Doesn't look too
Convertible.
uncomfortable.
So
But
cute.
who'd want to sit
In
down in this shop with the
beautiful red
charming Rosie?
And all the best upholstery and everything.
Oh, you earned it.
Oh, you.
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. That could be useful. Thanks to all the chat. She didn't hear that.
Where is it then?
It's
Wow,
parked right outside
they're
the shop.
still yammering.
Ooh, then we can
I
go
need
for a
some
ride
idea
on
how
my
to get
lunch
that
break.
broad to leave.
But isn't that still a way off?
So what is going on with Fork Truck Pete and that sister, what's her
A
face?
stand displaying
Not the
a
sister.
million travel
That's
guides.
Matt's cousin, that's
New
who.
England,
I thought
Quebec,
she was-
England and Wales, Holland, the national parks of the USA, Tuscany, Hong
And
Kong,
then I said to him,
etc., etc.
Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh yeah, and then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Sure, I'm being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
There are too
Girl,
many travel
you're
guides
just
to
gonna
just go
have to
leafing
show
through
me
them.
later.
Oh,
There are
yes.
too many
There's
travel
no way I'm not going to do that.
Coffee mugs.
And
Little, what
in
more
this
could the
weather.
tourist heart you?
You lying. And what did he do?
Well, he just left her sitting there.
Ha! Well, she didn't deserve anything
There are
better.
too many travel.
But that's not all.
A stand.
You joking. There's more?
Yeah, now get this.
I am definitely not.
Fork Truck Pete just can't
A letter from
afford
Fuller.
that kind of thing.
I'm supposed to give
Hey,
it to
it's
Mrs.
me,
Biber
okay?
in the
And
diner.
I'm telling you.
She works
She saw
behind the
him
counter
herself.
there.
But surely it doesn't look as cute
A collection
as my
note
new
for a
convertible.
package. There's a
Well,
little
hardly.
shop down on the harbor, which
Talking
is a
of which,
collection point
weren't we
for all
going
the
to go
parcel
for a
mail
little
around
ride?
here.
Yeah,
can.
I'm about to have my lunch break.
Ah, yeah.
And what did your Jason say to that?
He doesn't know a thing about it yet.
Hello? Might I get served here?
Of course. Just as soon as I'm through with this customer.
And that will be when? When she's lying on the floor with blood streaming out of her ears?
Well, really?
I'll serve the lady for as long as I see fit. We spell service with a capital S in this store.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents, that's...
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop.
Oh, my convertible!
Hello, is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
What do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note? This is the one, right here. Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
It's got Mrs. Biba scribbled on. A well-sealed package. I can't go in there until I've done all of Fuller's jobs for him. He'd lay into me right in front of Angelina. And I'd like to avoid that if possible. But she seemed to see through him pretty fast. She can see what an asshole he is. An ancient, rickety tool shed. A reel of fishing line. There seems to be a little... Only the line, I'm afraid. No hook. Fuller hung out the laundry yesterday. For him. Alarming, even. A length of tow rope. Ropes are always good. If somebody told me the old fat pig dumped poison... A completely rusted bucket. I can only see into Fuller's office through the window. I can only see into Fuller's... Either out front or in the back. The window is open, presumably to let in some fresh air. A solid iron grill. The handle's busted off. I'm gonna leave the bucket. That's the cage for, but the dog is usually... Not exactly a fishing rod, but maybe I can catch something else with it. That would certainly work, but why should I do it? The door isn't locked. Either out front or in the back. Fuller's gonna go nuts if I... The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force. The window's barred. I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now. What a flashy thing that is. Europeans in particular confuse New. red, white, and blue. How nice. That's stinky. Most of the year. And with that kind of weather?
Yeah, just down the street.
Thanks a lot.
Some people. A man in a white lab coat. In his 40s, I'd say. Could be a doctor. That's Mrs. Biber, I think. As far as I can understand it, she runs this place with a husband. Excuse me.
I'll be right there. What can I get you, my boy?
Actually, I'm here to give you something. It's from Fuller in the photo store.
Psst. Hey, come over here. I can guess what this is about. Dirty old swine. I should have known. Vermin ain't so easy to get rid of. Tell him
You better tell him yourself. Whatever it is, you...
Claire! You gonna talk all day? The customers are waiting!
Get out of here and tell your boss he can go to hell.
Jeez. What the hell was that all about then? She sure didn't seem to be a fan of Fuller's. I got that much. And the guy in the kitchen, he sure wasn't supposed to see that she had mail. I'll take some bread. Mrs. Biber won't mind. Mrs. Biber?
I'll be right there. All right. What is it?
I was just asking, what Fuller...
Listen, I ain't got the time, nor do I want to talk about that scumball. Bug off.
Mrs. Biber?
I'll be right there.
I'm only the messenger. I've got no idea what's
But
going...
you still work for him, don't you? Making some nice dough. Problem is, it's not his money. It's... Oh, forget it.
Ketchup, mustard, mayo, salt, pepper, syrup, sugar... and a bottle of vinegar. There's not much left. I don't think anyone will listen.
Hello? Young man! You're Darren Michaels, aren't you?
Yes, and you are?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Newhouse. I'm a doctor at the health center.
At the health center? You mean at the hospital out there?
Well, yes. We call it the Biddeford Health Center. We aren't just a hospital. We have yoga courses and cookery courses and...
And what do you want from me?
Yes. I know your mother, Darren. We had a date here this morning, to be more precise. Me and her. We wanted to hang up some pictures your mother painted in the health center.
Yes. And?
She's not there. She's always punctual, isn't she? This kind of thing never happens.
Look, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll give her a call, okay? As soon as I'm back in the store. Maybe she's forgotten about your little meeting, though.
If you say so, but actually...
I gotta go. I'll call Mom later and tell her that you're waiting for her in the health center. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He's sick. That disgusting pig.
What's going on?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not. What can I say? Fuller's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Darren, would you bring the photos to my hotel?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Dad. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Coast.
No problem. You'll have them this afternoon.
Thanks, my hero. See you later.
Huh. That's the guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Hey, you're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Sure.
Back to work. Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, give it to me.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with a dusting and the gutter's leaky. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk. Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. But before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fuller catching me doing it. I really should call my mom first before I do those jobs for Fuller. It's really unusual for Mom to forget an appointment. That's a light box for looking at slides and negatives. On my phone, a little hint that I should... I really should call... It's really... Huh. I've only been... This is probably... And the reality looks... Excuse me.
What do you want?
The store's not doing too well, is it?
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all. It's no doubt because of the vast competition here in Biddeford that nothing's going on here. I mean, what else could it be?
This is the only photo studio here.
That's what I thought. The package I picked up was jingling a bit. I hope there was nothing broken inside. What was in it?
It's of damn all concern to you.
Mrs. Biber was... Yeah, well, she didn't seem to be very pleased to get your letter.
So? Did you read the letter?
No, but she seemed to know what it was about.
I bet. It was a bill. Who's pleased at getting a bill?
Should I go and develop the pictures from the shoot earlier?
You should do what I tell you to do.
But I could do them now, and then you don't need to later.
You do your job, I'll look after the photos.
I have to get hold of the pictures somehow. They must still be in the camera. Fuller's camera. The film with Angelina's photos on it is definitely still in it. But I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller noticing. I'll just have to try later. A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think. A completely normal waste bin. I'll make it a completely normal waste. Rather. Many of the things here are overpriced. The postcards all show scenes from the very old-fashioned. I find it hard to believe. It's locked. But I've seen how they open these things in those old classic gangster movies. The fatso lives on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death. Nothing in the... You've just gotta have a look. A used up, chewed up bulb. He definitely doesn't need it anymore. Huh. Seems like she's on the phone.
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock? I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweet... Some drivel about Adrian and a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called And you didn't tell me?
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh? Where you going? You're not on your own time yet.
Mom? Mom! Mom! Her heart's beating. She's alive. Mom, can you hear me? Mom! Nothing. But she's still breathing. Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance. Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
Take her to the hospital, but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
How does it look?
Difficult to say, Darren. She must have stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital. What about allergies?
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good. Oh, yeah. And we need your mother's insurance card.
That too? Okay, please, can you hurry? Oh man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry. That's Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony. That's gotta be most of the medication. Oh my god, there really is running water here. I never would have thought it. Mom's handbag. Oh. All right, I found the insurance card. That's where Mom indulged us. True, I've never been much of a cook, but it... My mother keeps her pots. A few pots, a shallow bowl, plates, a tray. When I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long. Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. There's nothing else of interest in there. Mom's bathroom. Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me. I think that's it. I found all the medication. No, I haven't. If I read his name, then... It looks like Mom was having a... I can't turn up at the hospital without Mom's medical history. I can't turn up at the hospital without Mom's medical history. There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures. When that was the only time I've ever seen her. No, I have. If I read his name. My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now. I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow. What do we got here? Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could use. It's got a leather strap running from the back to the front cover, and there's a lock on it too. I need a key. A bedside table lamp. I don't think I'll find it. My mother's old bureau. A plant on the windowsill. No idea what kind. Looks like there's something under the flower pot. It's a little... Yes, and that's got the address book open. Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield, that's him. And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records. My mother's old bureau. Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield, 555...
Dr. Wakefield's practice?
My name's Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
Dr. Wakefield speaking.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
I'll do that. See you later, Doc. Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she can barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well. And now this. I'll just get dressed and then go straight to the hospital. I hope she's all right. Hello, I'd like to see my mom, Rebecca Michaels.
One moment. Your mother is still being examined. Have you got the medication with you?
Yes, here. Oh, and I've also got the insurance stuff. When can I...
Ah, thank you. I will tell Dr. Newhouse. Please take a seat for a moment. I will let you know when you can go in and see your mother. Excuse me, Mr. Michaels?
Yes?
There is a problem with your mother's insurance card. It looks like she didn't make the last payment.
I don't know anything about that, and I really don't give a damn.
Obviously, it's a little unpleasant, but the insurance...
Look, I don't give a damn about the insurance. What's happening with my mom? How long is this thing gonna take?
I'm sure you'll be able to see her soon. But if we can't clear up this thing with the insurance, then we've got a problem here. You'll have to... Okay, Doctor. You can see your mother now. The room at the end on the right. Mr. Michaels? I can't help it if your mother hasn't paid, or if the bank hasn't made the transfer, or if the medical insurance won't cover the treatment. Here, take the card with you and sort it out. In the end, your mother will be back on her feet, but she won't have a roof over her head anymore.
Thanks. How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. The wounds to her head are quite severe. She must have fallen against the table with all her weight behind her.
Is she going to...
One should never give up hope. But your mother's in a coma, Darren. I'm sorry, but it's rather uncommon for someone to wake from a deep coma. Perhaps if she'd been discovered earlier, then there wouldn't have been so much bleeding in her skull.
You're saying that if I'd gone to her straight after our talk, then she wouldn't be here now, lying in a coma?
But my boy, you couldn't possibly have known.
Yeah, how could I have known? Fuller.
Sorry?
Fuller! She phoned the photo store. She wanted to speak to me, and Fuller just hung up on her.
Wait, no, that's completely...
She was conscious and wanted help, but Fuller...
Darren, get a grip. It was an accident. No one's to blame, and you should just...
Just what? Simply sit here at the bedside and hope that she gets better? I can't barely believe that.
Darren! You must...
Thanks for your help.
We'll look after your mother round the clock, Darren. You're welcome to stay here. I'll pop in again later.
I'm not gonna stay here. I still have things to sort out. That fat bastard's gonna pay for this. It seems to... She looks so weak. My mom always had a fighting spirit, and all this just because she tripped. Probably rushing around again, doing someone or other a favor. And then that stupid cupboard. Oh, and Fuller. If he even... I'm gonna squeeze him dry for this. There's a stethoscope. Presumably someone... I'll take it with me. They ought to be able to rustle up another one here. A set of scales. I'd better leave the scales here. Typical hospital chic. There's a little medicine bottle lying here. Perhaps it belonged to the patient who was here before my mother. Laxativa. A powerful laxative. Sounds useful. The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse. That doesn't belong to my mom. Maybe it's from the person who was...
No, I can't tell you that. You can talk to her son if you like. He's just... There he is.
Hey! Hey! You! What the hell? About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop it by...
What do you think? You reckon my mom's gonna be okay?
Oh, you never can know. But for sure, there are people who come out of comas after much worse accidents than your mother's.
And folks who die from much less serious accidents.
You mustn't give up hope. pray for your mother.
Statistically speaking, that has no effect whatsoever. I'll save my time. What did that guy want?
He was asking about your mother.
What did he want to know?
He wanted to know if
she made it?
Yes. But I told him we're not allowed to give out patient information. He ought to speak to you.
I don't know the guy, but he's gone out of his way to avoid me twice already. You know who he is?
I'm sorry, no. But he's got an accent. I think he's British. But with something else, too.
Listen, I don't want that guy anywhere near my mother. You understand?
Of course.
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop it by with the certificate if you like. Then I'll see to it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
There's no choice. I can't believe I've got to scrabble around in my mother's private things so the damn insurance company doesn't let her die. I mean, what are they gonna do if I can't find any proof that my mother transferred that money? Throw her out of the door in her bed? Alright, come on, Darren. Huh. A little wooden box. I've never seen it before. Ah, there's Mom's transfer book. That's what I was looking for. I'll take both. Pencils. A packet of cigarettes is... Ah. I'll leave that here. know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18. Aha! And here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. What's this? A letter? Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for... Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from Willow Creek. That name's familiar. Mom used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is this C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there! She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me. I'll ask her why she's lied to me. The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are. I have my mother's bank transfers here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
So that will be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all up with them.
Good. I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing. I'd better leave the scale.
The mirror! Don't go through the mirror.
Mom? Mom, are you awake? Did I just imagine that? No, I couldn't have. My wrist still hurts. She must have been terribly afraid of something. But what did she mean? I'm standing here in front of my mom. Shows my mother's vital sign. Perhaps there are medical... I think she's pretty okay. At least she seems to be on the case. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
This Dr. Newhouse, what's he like?
Oh, he's very charming. A really nice guy. He isn't from around here. He came to Biddeford a couple of years back. But he's really settled and got on well, and...
Yeah, nice story. I wanted to know if he was a competent doctor.
Oh yes, of course. He used to run a huge hospital in Atlanta. He's apparently rather overqualified to be working in a little place like Biddeford. But I think he enjoys the small town life. Your mother is in good hands.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
A few glossies and a health magazine. Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here. Oh, and the auto magazine. Two magazines. Well thumbed through and a few months old. Hardly any text, plenty of pictures. Just the way those suckers celeb mag readers like it. Whoa, that can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with... Who is that guy? Can't open the door. The bell would give me away immediately. I'm gonna have to listen in unnoticed if I want to find out who this guy is and what he's doing with the phone. That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it. Done it. And they didn't notice anything. The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Yeah, Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
What assistant? Oh, you mean Darren? That's my errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
A good errand boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy! One of the eternally afflicted. Oh, I feel so bad and the world is so unfair and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no
That was close. They're both heading for the exit and I'm none the wiser. Who's this guy following then? Me? Or Angelina? And why? I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him. But first, I've got unfinished business with Fuller. have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller's smeared half of it with his filthy paws. Should I go through well, that... No. Hey, there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger in there. If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might actually work. Hey, where's the big jellyfish? What the hell? A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Keep your hands off, Fuller! Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out! Out!
You better pray she doesn't die. That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
Fuller.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
Think of something. I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait. But I still need to film with Angelina's pictures on in front of his camera. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, then that'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store. I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now. The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to open it. Why should I do that to myself? I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now.
Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Gracias por ver el vídeo.